Eric Bergstrom here with Spencer Hipke of the Marinette Marines. Spencer, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, last night's game against Denmark was really a back and forth game. What do you think made them so hard to stop on defense? Because they had a big game on the ground.
I think our responsibilities on option weren't exactly sure, and they were a tough team. Not every defense can stop. What's going on exactly? With the whole quarterback, he was a very good quarterback. He was very elusive, and it's always hard to stop a good quarterback like that.
With 2 weeks left in the season, what are some of the areas that you think your team has improved on since the start of the season?
We're definitely moving the ball on offense a lot better, and our defense has buckled down, especially in the passing game, and even in the run game has shown a lot of improvement.
What do you think about the offensive line? It seems like they've really come around too since the start of the season.
They are our base, our rock. They can't run the ball without them. They're doing an incredible job, and we all appreciate them so much.
And they've been giving Luke Johnson a lot of time to throw recently, right? The past few weeks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Luke's been able to run the ball when there's no one open, which is huge, and he's been making good reads, and the line's doing an amazing job.
It must be nice for you going out on routes to know that you actually have time to run the route too, right?
Exactly.
If you had to pick one player on your team that you think improved the most since the start of the season, who do you think you'd pick?
I would definitely pick James Jagelski. Even though he started off the season amazing, he is just definitely evolving into a very good football player.
I agree with you, actually. He's really dangerous, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, especially on the ground game and even on defense. He's a smaller kid, but you can't underestimate him for his size.
All the other teams know that as well. It was pretty funny yesterday calling that game. They wanted no part of him in the kicking game.
Exactly. You could definitely see that.
They were squib kicking every kickoff, and then the punts they were just kicking out of bounds because they didn't want him getting his hands on it at all.
He is a very dangerous football player.
What do you think is the biggest strength right now of your team?
I think the biggest strength of our team right now is, I would say, our defense. Just everyone as a whole, we all work together. Yesterday, it wasn't as big as a game, but we have cracked down, and we're definitely stepping up.
What does Coach Walters and the rest of the coaching staff mean to you and your teammates?
We all have their back. We all know they know exactly what they're doing, and they're a young staff, and we have all of our faith in them.
A young staff with a young team, right? You're a very young team as well.
Exactly. We're a lot juniors, which is going to mean a lot next year.
Yeah, it's going to be good next year. You're getting a lot of playing time for all these juniors, and it's good to get their feet wet, you know?
Exactly.
Who do you think is the leader of your team?
I think Luke Johnson and Jonte Webb are the two biggest leaders of our team, both on and off the field. Just the way they talk and obviously the way they play. They are two amazing leaders, and we're going to miss them a lot next year.
What makes them such good leaders? I know you said on and off the field. What do they do off the field? Is it just like their confidence? Because I know I've talked to both of them, and they're both very confident guys.
Vocally, and then they're a part of everyone. Like, they talk to everyone. They don't exclude anyone. They're just nice guys to be around.
How long have you been playing football?
I've been playing football since Pop Warner. Fell in love with the game since 4th grade, and it's just something that's always stuck to me.
What team were you on in Pop Warner?
I was on the Lions. We didn't win a game till my 6th grade year, but then we went to the playoffs.
Nice. Who were some of the other kids on your team when you were on the Lions?
Well, it was a lot of mix of. It was mostly Menominee players, which is funny when I go over there and see all those guys during the M&M game, and it's funny, playing on what used to be your teammates and now your enemy.
Yeah, exactly right. Who are some of those players that you played against in the M&M game that were on your team?
Ethan Molesky was one of them, and Peyton Molesky, both of those guys, very good players for Menominee. And most of them don't even play football, to tell you the truth, anymore.
Wasn't their dad, wasn't he your coach?
Yep, he was.
Is it Dave, right?
That's Peyton's coach.
Okay.
Well, Peyton's dad, I should say.
Gotcha, okay. Who's the most important person to you becoming the football player you are right now?
I would definitely say it would have to be, I'm not exactly sure. To tell you the truth, I just go along. I try to find different players to look at, try to find my own style, work like efficiently, try to find what works best for me.
Nothing wrong with that. What's your favorite thing about playing high school football?
Oh, I love the atmosphere. Everything about it. Just being out on Friday nights is definitely something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
I heard yesterday somebody told me that your team bus got stuck in the Denmark homecoming parade yesterday. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. It was something else. We were laughing about it and seeing everybody else was. It was just kind of ironic.
So what was that like? I mean, did they know that you were the Marinette football team? Were they all like waving to you?
Yeah, they were all pointing at us and laughing.
On a personal note, what's your favorite kind of music?
I definitely love classic rock. That's my way to go.
Yeah, I heard is that the kind of music you guys use to get pumped up for the games?
Oh yeah.
So Luke Johnson allows classic rock. I heard he's the music Nazi of the team. That's what Jonte told me.
Yeah. Basically, especially in 0 hour when we're all listening, it's always a mix of stuff, which is always good.
What's 0 hour? What's that?
It's lifting before school. It starts at 6:45.
Okay, you do that every day of the week?
Yep, Monday through Friday.
What's your off season like? Are you lifting in the off season as well as a team?
Yeah, we don't lift as a team. We tried to do that last year. Hopefully we can do that this year. Keep up our strengths and work together as a team, which the more time you can spend as a team, even in the off season, means that much more during the season.
Definitely true, and I think, like you said, being young like you are, I think you guys are going to be really good next year, so to be tight like that is only going to help, I think.
Exactly, and we're a very close grade as well, so that's good.
Who do you think is the craziest guy on your team?
Craziest guy on our team is probably also Luke Johnson.
I figured.
He's got a nuts thing about him. He's a good guy, but he's also crazy.
That's funny. What do you think the Marinette Marine football means to the Marinette community?
I think it's a big part of our confidence as a whole as the community. They look on us and they love to read the paper and see how we did, and we always like to keep the community happy. Are
you on Twitter at all?
I am.
What's your nickname or your Twitter handle? I've been asking all your teammates that.
It's Cam Hipke, which is LOB, after Cam Chancellor, with me, Jonte, and James as we're Legion of Boom.
Nice, very nice. I thought maybe you were going to go with the man thing because everyone else is like Sock Man and
no.
Frog Man and all that.
Yeah.
I like yours. That's a good one. Something different. What's your most memorable moment so far? There's going to be a lot to come this year and next year, but so far on the football field.
My most memorable moment is definitely the O'Connell Falls game. Just the screaming and everything about it. It was something to remember. It's that or the first half of Freedom. That was definitely a wave of emotion that was just amazing. It was great to be a part of.
I agree with you they both were similar actually. The last 2 minutes of the first half against O'Connell Falls where you guys just blitzed them with a bunch of touchdowns, and then the Freedom game where you played amazing in that second quarter.
Thanks.
You have Clintonville this week. What do you think are going to be the keys to being successful against them?
Definitely stopping the pass. They like to throw the ball a lot, and we're definitely going to have to shut them down. If we can shut them down in the pass game, I'm confident in our offense of moving the ball.